In this video, we will deal with the incomplete dominance and codominance. This is a basic phenomena along with the Mendelian inheritance. We will discuss it with the help of certain examples. First of all, we will discuss incomplete dominance. As you all know, as per the phenomena of dominance, when we are having the two parents which are pure in nature, in F1 generation we are getting the heterozygous individual. This is because there is the fertilization takes place between the two gametes which are different in nature. That is, one we are having capital R, that is pure red, another is pure white, and we are getting the F1 generation which is having the combination of both the gametes. So it is called as hybrid or heterozygous in nature, and we are getting the all red because of the phenomena of dominance. This capital R is dominant over this small r. Now, what is incomplete dominance? Neither allele is completely dominant over the other allele. This is the concept. In this case, we are getting the heterozygous phenotype with a mixture, or you can say the blending of the two alleles. Now, we will discuss the example of 4 o'clock plant that is called as Mirabilis jalapa. You just find out that in this case, we are having two types of flowers. One is red and other is white. We are getting pink individual in the next generation. How it comes? Now, the parents are pure red in nature with the genotype capital R, capital R. And the another one is the female and another is the male. The male, you can say, is pure white in nature with the genotype small r, small r. Red is dominant and white is recessive in nature. What will happen when the fertilization will takes place in the F1 generation? Instead of getting red, we are getting all the individual of pink in color. The incomplete dominance states that this capital R is incompletely dominant over small r. What will happen? Because of this, when this capital R is not showing its dominance over small r, we are getting the intermediate effect which is pink in nature. Now, when the selfing is done between the two F1 individuals, what will happen? This capital R small r and again this capital R small r, both are heterozygous in nature with the pink phenotype. The production of the gametes will take place. We will have one gamete capital R, another will be small r. Same will be the case here. One gamete will be capital R, another gamete will be small r. So in F2 generation, we will have four different individuals. One will be presented as red, two will be pink, and one will be white in nature. As because of the principle of segregation in the F2 generation, all the gametes segregates and they will be shown in the next generation. So we are having red as well as white. Now, there is the another aspect which is called as codominance. As in the previous case, in case of incomplete dominance, we are having the intermediate effect which is the pink one. Now, there is the different concept which is called as codominance. What we are discussing then that in the cross we are having two alleles. One is the dominant and another is the recessive. Now, in case of codominance, both the alleles, or you can say two equally dominant alleles, are expressed at the same time. What will happen when this is the example of the codominance in which you can find out that is the roan color of the horse. This is the cross which is showing the example of codominance. You can find out that one individual is having capital R, which is the dominant one. It is red in color as it is visible in this particular picture. And there is the another color which is represented with the genotype small r, small r. It is white in color. As per the phenomena of dominance, capital R should be dominant over small r. But this is the another concept which is called as codominance. What will happen? This capital R will show its own dominance. This small r, being a recessive one, will be presented as its dominance. So both the alleles which are showing the dominance one over the another. We are getting the F1 individual, that is capital R, small r. As you all know, because of the genetical principle, we are getting the mixture, the hybrid, that is the combination of the two alleles. But because of the phenomena of codominance, we are getting the mixture of both the alleles. One is red, another is white. We are getting the roan color, or you can say the reddish gray. Now, the two F1 individual are going to cross. As per the principle of segregation, again we are getting capital R, one individual, small r, one individual. One is red, another is white. But along with these two, we are getting another two individuals which are showing the genotype capital R, small r, with the phenotype that is roan. So, keep into mind that in case of incomplete dominance, we are getting the intermediate effect. Intermediate effect, that is between the red and white, it is pink. But in case of codominance, we are getting the mixture of both the two alleles. That's why there is the reddish gray color of the horse, or you can say the color of the hair of the horse, we are getting because of the codominance. Thank you all, and in the next we will discuss the another example which is called as the heterodominance, or you can say the overdominance. Thank you.